Hello everyone, meteorologist Jordan Darensberg here. I hope everyone's enjoyed their Sunday so far. We're going to talk about Monday night into Tuesday and then throughout the day on Tuesday because we do have some very important things that we really need to talk about. So let's go ahead, let's break it all down and let's take it to the wall here. And we're going to start with Monday afternoon. Now Monday, most of the day, we are going to be mostly cloudy. We're going to be a bit on the humid side as well. And we could see 1 to 2 isolated showers across central Texas. Now we're going to stop the clock here at midnight because we could have a few of those isolated to widely scattered showers, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder by the time we get to your Tuesday morning. And by 7 a.m., here is that strong Pacific front that could catalyze some of the strongest severe storms off to our north as well as to our east. Now, as we take a look, as we zoom this through, by the time we get to around 4 or 5 o'clock, we're going to be in the mid 70s, but we're going to watch very closely for the potential for some gusts that could get to between 35 miles an hour here in town, maybe even 40 miles an hour in some isolated spots. But then watch this in the hill country especially. You're looking at around a 40-mile-an-hour wind gust throughout the entirety of the hill country, and then lower 40s for wind speed gusts in some of our northern counties as well. 43 miles an hour for Georgetown, 40 miles an hour for Thorndale. These could be some peak wind gusts that could be quite strong. And when you factor this in with the warm temperatures as well as the very low humidity and the dry soils, look at this. Areas along and west of I-35 have extreme fire danger, and there is a fire weather watch, as a matter of fact, even including the Austin area specifically, and even places like San Marcos. There are areas east of there like Bastrop and Milam counties that have a fire weather watch as well, and they have very high fire danger for Tuesday. So we do have a weather impact alert day for Tuesday as a result because of those gusty winds as well as that low humidity and those warm temperatures and those dry soils. That is going to result in that increased fire risk. So please, please, please do not burn anything outside, and please be mindful of anything that may cause a spark. But as we head through the next 7 days, that's the only day we're really tracking. We do have a 40% storm chance overnight Monday into Tuesday along that front before we warm up quite nicely, especially for Friday. South by Southwest looks like a healthy mix of sun and clouds. And with the latest model data, we are looking at a dry front for Friday on into Saturday. So we're going to continue to track Monday night through the day Tuesday especially. So hopefully you guys have any real questions for me. We're going to continue to track this very, very closely. We've already got 22 of y'all here, so I'm going to go ahead and I am going to take myself back on here on camera for right there here at the Weather Center, and I'm going to answer any and all of your questions. Kyler Jones, there's a strong cold front. Yep, absolutely, a very strong cold front. I'm going to show the fire danger graphic, and we're going to put that behind me, and I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to put this in the boxes as well, so that I can zoom in so that y'all can see your respective town and where y'all are in relation to how severe the fire danger is. So if you're in Mason County, if you're in all of Gillespie County, if you're all in Llano County, including Enchanted Rock, the Castle area, you guys are in the extreme fire danger. Hilda, Doss, Loyal Valley, Eckert, Fredericksburg, of course, Stonewall, Kane City, Morse Ranch, Harper. Those areas are in that as well. Johnson City, Round Mountain, Blanco. Let's see who else. We've got Sandy, High, the Albert area, Blanco County, of course, all of Blanco County. And then as we move it on up Highway 281, Marble Falls, Burnett, Sudeth, Bertram, Smithwick, Kingsland, Tau as well, Lake Victor, Buchanan Dam, the Stoles area as well. Much of Wilco's in it as well. I do want to mention that. Liberty Hill, Georgetown, Leander, Cedar Park, Andis, Sun City, Gerald, Florence, Wahlberg, Bartlett, Granger, Circleville, Jonah, Taylor, Hutto, Round Rock, Lake Pflugerville. Much of the city of Austin proper is in this extreme fire danger as well for Tuesday. But then you've got very high fire danger, a little bit less so in places like Buda, the Circle C Ranch, as well as Oak Hill, Shady Hollow, But Dripping Springs, you're right on that line. I would say Dripping Springs, you are in that extreme fire danger. Same story for you guys, Wimberley. Bobcats, San Marcos, you're in the extreme fire danger. You've got Lockhart, Joliet, and Luling in that very high category. Bastrop and Cedar Creek are in the very high. Elgin's in the very high. Southeastern, extreme southeastern Wilco's in the very high. But we've got some areas that are just in high fire danger rather than very high, especially Lee and Fayette counties, a little lower in Fayette County, as a matter of fact. But we've got Cameron, also Thorndale. So areas northwest of Cameron are in that extreme fire danger. My old homies in Temple, you guys are in the extreme fire danger as well. So that's pretty much everybody where they are in terms of fire danger. Pretty much all of us are either in extreme fire danger. If we're not in extreme fire danger, we're in the very high, all according to the Texas A&M Forest Service. So very, very, very important that you are not burning anything outside for any reason whatsoever. Like, please, 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 please do not do it. And yes, Kyler, you've said it a third time. Please do want to remind you that we are still seeing a strong cold front. I get where you're coming from, but yeah, it's the same thing over and over again. You don't got to say the same thing 3 times. But at the same time, yeah, we do have that strong cold front that is coming, but not cold air. It's a Pacific front. It's not an Arctic front. It's a Pacific front, meaning there's not going to be really much of a cool down. In fact, we're going to be warmer behind it through the day on Tuesday. We're going to be getting mid to maybe even upper 70s in some spots. Some areas, especially in the hill country, could get to around 80. Now, I'm looking at the fire weather watch graphic, and it's not necessarily in effect for all of us until Tuesday, but there are red flag warnings off to our west. And so what that's going to show is that it's not really showing the fire weather watch here, but we zoom this out here just a little bit. We're going to show you off to our west where they have the red flag warning. And so that includes places like San Angelo, areas along and west of a San Angelo-Abilene line, up to areas just west of Wichita Falls. So much of West Texas is under a red flag warning at this time. And I'm saying that to say I wouldn't be surprised if any of our counties are issued by the time we get to maybe even late tonight into early tomorrow to prepare y'all for what is coming from the National Weather Service office in New Braunfels, which oversees both the Austin and San Antonio metro areas. What I want to show y'all again is the timing of all of this. Now, the timing is mainly going to be not necessarily on Monday. Monday, we're going to be muggy. We could have a few isolated or widely scattered showers, especially as we head through your Tuesday at midnight. And then here comes that front, that strong Pacific front moving through. We are in the lower 70s out ahead of it. Maybe a few scattered storms. I have that at around a 30 to 40% chance of that moving through. And then everything gets out of here by the time we get to 5 on your Tuesday afternoon as far as storm chances. But we have the winds and the gusts getting up to 45, maybe even 50 miles an hour building in, because this is a pretty strong pressure gradient along that front. And when you have a strong pressure gradient, you have those stronger winds. So if you've seen isobars before, you know that with these strong winds, a lot of the isobar lines are packed tightly together. And that's because the pressure varies greatly over a shorter distance. And that's how you can get some of those faster winds. And that's why those winds are as fast as they are. And not only that, we've got the warm temperatures, low to mid 70s, spring-like day on Tuesday for Mardi Gras. But you've also got dry soils because we haven't had a whole lot of rain. We actually finished winter well below average. But we've also got the low humidity as well, between 5 to 15% humidity values. So very, very, very low humidity, and that can really cause some issues as far as very strong as far as those fire danger concerns. So please, 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 it's urgently important, especially on Tuesday. Do not burn anything outside. Really got to watch for anything that could cause a spark, because those fires could really get out of control very, very quickly. So you really want to focus and really look through these next couple of days. We're going to be here throughout the next couple of days with all of the latest on this. So again, make sure that you are not burning anything outside on Tuesday. We've issued a weather impact alert day for that period because of that elevated fire risk. I'm going to be on air within the next 20 minutes, and I'm going to have all the details on it as we get ready for the Oscars later on tonight. And our chief meteorologist, Hunter Williams, he's going to be in here after the Oscars, and he's going to have the latest as we get ready for potentially those very strong winds, could gust up to 50 miles an hour at times. So I'm meteorologist Jordan Derensberg. If there are no more questions, I'm going to see y'all on the air in the next 8